Hi everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. Tonight I'll be doing my round 20 tips for the 2022 NRL season. Last week I got 7 out of 8 correct. Let me know in the comment section below how many you got right. Let's start off with the first match, which is kicking off on Thursday night. This one is between Manly Warringah and Sydney Roosters. This one's being played at Brookvale Oval there. Manly sat in 9th at the moment and Sydney Roosters sat at 8th. East have won 3 of their last 5 matches against Manly and they're on a 2-game winning streak at the moment. With Manly, they're potentially going to be without 7 players for this match. I'm pretty sure anyone that knows their rugby league news knows why. There could potentially be 7 players out. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but it's a very important game for both sides, looking to either stay in the top 8 or to get into the top 8. The overall head-to-head favours Manly. There's been 137 matches played between these two clubs. East have won 49, Manly's won 86, and there's been 2 draws. However, for this game, I'm going to go for East to win 1-12. I think especially if there's going to be 7 players out for Manly, I'm going to have to go for East to win 1-12 on the Thursday. The first match on the Friday is between New Zealand and Melbourne. This one's being played at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand. Melbourne sat in 5th at the moment, New Zealand in 13th. Melbourne have won their last 12 games against New Zealand, and the last time that these two sides played against each other, Melbourne inflicted New Zealand's biggest ever loss in their entire club history since 1995. And in some of the other matches, Melbourne have put on some really big scars against New Zealand. The last time that New Zealand actually beat Melbourne was in round 18, 2015, and that was actually at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. Melbourne lost 4 games in a row for the first time since 2015. You have to go all the way back to 2012 when that was the last time that they lost 5 games in a row. That was 2012. They went on to win the Premiership that year. For this match, I'm going to go for Melbourne to win 1-12. I think New Zealand will give them a game over there, but surely Melbourne can't lose 5 games in a row, so I'm going to go for Melbourne to win 1-12. The main match on the Friday is between Parramatta and Penrith. This one's being played at the Western Sydney Stadium. It sees Parramatta in 7th, Penrith in 1st, runaway league leaders. Penrith have won 4 of their last 5 encounters against Parramatta. However, we all know last time out, Parramatta went over there to Penrith Park and pulled off a massive upset, and they're one of the only sides in the last couple of years that's beaten Penrith out of their home ground. Penrith are on a 9-game winning run at the moment, and Parramatta, once again, they're in one of them typical times of the year where they start the year really good and they fall away towards the back end of the season, and I think this is the 3rd or 4th year it's happened in a row for them. I'm going to have to go for Penrith to win 13 plus. I think after last week I knew it was going to happen. I knew that Brisbane were going to expose Parramatta. Once Para played against a decent side, they just fell apart, and I think that they're going to fall apart against Penrith on the Friday, so I'm going to go Penrith 13 plus. The first of the 3 matches on Super Saturday is between the Gold Coast and Canberra. This one's being played at Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. The GC are sat 15th at the moment, and Canberra's sat in 10th, although the Gold Coast really should be last. We all know why. Canberra have won 4 of their last 5 encounters against the Gold Coast, so the capital club, as I call them, they have a good record against the Gold Coast recently, and they've won 2 games in a row, and they're looking to win again to try to get into that top 8 and push for a finals place. I'm going to go for Canberra to win 1-12 in this match. I think the Gold Coast will give them a match, but I just see Canberra winning, and I think Jamal Fogarty, if he is playing it, he's going to come back and haunt them. So I'm going to go Canberra to win 1-12. The second match on the Super Saturday, and I think a few people out there will call this the game of the round. It's between Cronulla-Sutherland and South Sydney. This one's being played at Shark Park there. Cronulla sat in 3rd at the moment, South sat in 6th. South Sydney do not really have a good record down there at Shark Park. The last time that they actually won down there was in round 11 2014, and they beat Cronulla 18 points to 0, and that was the year that Cronulla finished with the wooden spoon. And their head-to-head record down there at Shark Park is very poor as well. They've played 45 matches. They've only got the 12 wins, 32 losses and 1 draw. Both sides are playing very well at the moment, and I think this is definitely going to be a very good game to watch. I think it's going to be a very tight game, but I'm going to go for the home side to win. I'm going to go for Cronulla to win 1-12. If it were at Stadium Australia, I might be leaning towards South Sydney, but I'll go for Cronulla to win 1-12 there on the Super Saturday. And the final game on the Super Saturday is between Brisbane and West Tigers. Brisbane sat in 4th at the moment, West sat dead last, and this one's being played at Suncorp Stadium there. Brisbane's won their last 3 straight matches, and West Tigers they're on a 7-game losing streak at the moment. They were very unlucky last week. I'm not going to really go into what happened. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows, and that could be very crucial to their chances of avoiding the wooden spoon. That might condemn them, the wooden spoon, when all is said and done. But for this match, I'm going to go for Brisbane to win 1-12 at home. I think that even though West Tigers have got an actually pretty decent record up there, I think they've won 3 of the last 4 encounters up at Suncorp Stadium. I'm going to go for Brisbane to win 1-12. I think they're just going to have a bit too much for West Tigers, although if West Tigers show up like they did last week, then they're going to give Brisbane a game, that's for sure. On the Sunday, the first match is between Newcastle and Canterbury Bankstown. This one's being played at McDonald Jones Stadium there in Newcastle. Newcastle sat in 14th at the moment, Canterbury Bankstown in 12th. Newcastle's won their last 3 matches against Canterbury Bankstown, but Newcastle's also lost their last 3 matches in the league. And Canterbury Bankstown, since Mick Potter's come in, they've been playing a lot better. They've been scoring a lot more points. Keelan Ponga looks like he's not going to be returned for the rest of the year. So I'm going to go for Canterbury to win 1-12 there on Sunday. I think it'll be a tight match, but I think Canterbury will win 1-12. And the final game to close out round 20 comes to us at Cogra Oval there. It's St George against North Queensland. St George sat in 11th, North Queensland sat in 2nd place. North Queensland's won 4 of their last 5 meetings against St George. However, the last time that North Queensland won at Cogra Oval was on the 1st of June 2003, and they beat St George 36 points to 16. Now, admittedly, North Queensland don't really play too many matches at Cogra. They've only played 9 matches there since 1995, but they've only got the 2 victories, so their time at Cogra Oval hasn't been a very successful one. The last time that these 2 sides played at Cogra Oval were round 17 2014, and St George beat North Queensland 27-24. For this game, I'm going to go for North Queensland to win. Although they don't have the best record at Cogra, I think that they can get the job done. They've been playing very well this year, and St George are up and down, but when you're playing someone like North Queensland, you can't be up and down. You have to be on your game. So I'm going to go for North Queensland to win 1-12. But anyways, that's been my tips for round 20 of the 2022 NRL season. Hope you enjoyed these tips. Let me know in the comment section below who you're tipping. And thanks for tuning in. I've got some more videos coming out this week. And we've got the View from the North podcast Wednesday night. That's me, myself, Rugby League History, and Just Rugby League will be coming with you with episode 12. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch us all later in the next one. Ta-ra for now.